Morning 33, and it is coming down, bro. We got like a torrential downpour, flash flood warning for like 2 or 3 more hours. I was waiting to see if maybe it would clear up a little bit, but nah, it's not happening. But it ain't stopping me either. So remember, even if it's raining, you can still wake up. Even if the sun's not shining, wake up, hydrate with your microplastic filled water bottle from Costco. You need electrolytes, but if you can't afford them, use your handy dandy pink Himalayan salt. That's what I do. I do about a quarter tablespoon, which translates into about 500 milligrams of sodium, is what I'm working with there. Um, but like I've said before, the main reason that I do that, number one, the salt helps to keep the water in the body and the muscles. But also, two, if I drink coffee right after this or 15, 20 minutes later, man, I'm just peeing constantly. Like, I can't stop. It's ridiculous. So remember, hydration always goes without question. The second thing we always want to do is blood oxidation levels. We want to raise them up because we've been sleeping all night. The oxygen in our blood, in our bodies is low. And what we need, well, we need oxygen for everything, but we really want to drive oxygen into our brain. The more oxygen you have in your brain, the faster you get it there, the faster that mental fog, that kind of like zombie like feeling in the morning where you're just, the faster that'll go away. And the easiest way to drive oxygen into your blood and fill the lungs up with oxygen is through exercise. Some push ups, some burpees, some walking, some deep breathing, which is probably all I'm really going to be able to do today anyway. Uh, is some deep breaths because I'm getting wet just sitting here. But those are I guess you could call them the three pillars of the morning routine: the hydration, raising your blood oxidation levels, and then the third one is just being outside and getting some vitamin D. And hey, even though it's overcast, like really cloudy right now, you can still get really, really good vitamin D production, just from being outside. And it signals your body that it's time to wake up. And this is Saturday, and I don't really have anything on my agenda for today other than just hitting the gym. But even then, you still want to wake up and show appreciation for the life that you've got. Now, I understand, Saturday is a lot of times people's only day to sleep in. And especially if you're somebody who works like a 9 to 5 or has an early morning job, and this is your only morning to sleep in, bruh, sleep in. We know we have so much evidence now about sleep and how it affects us in like every possible way that you could imagine. Like, you know, increased sleep helps fight against heart attacks. It fights against obesity, fights against everything. But you can't sleep your life away. Even if you want to have a day where you sleep in, I don't know, till 10 or 11 o'clock, no problem at all. You can still have a structure to your day off. You can still move the needle forward in terms of personal growth, personal development, or any area in your life that you feel like needs attention. Just because you have a day off or you sleep in, it doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean you're structureless. It just means a lot of times it means you're prioritizing your health. And how many people, and my mom is like one of these, they find it difficult to sleep in because they've been on a routine for so long that sleeping in, like their body just won't allow them to do that. So you almost have to force yourself to have like a Netflix binge session where you're just relaxed, or wherever you can go and actually feel relaxed, even if you're not necessarily sleeping. It's a really good idea. It helps to regulate your body. And the more that you can devote to like a personal development process, the more you're going to get out of it. But also too, we got to keep in mind, I'm not going to say we have to live this balanced life, but our sleep and our rest is really, really, really important. It just can't become more important than anything else. It has its place, and we need to recognize that. But for me, like I said, I'm just going to the gym later on. I don't know though. I might have to like build an art to get there or something. This is I don't even think I have an umbrella. This is ridiculous. But no matter the circumstance, no matter what, we've got stuff that we need to do. And the stuff that needs to get done is only going to get done if we do it. And part of waking up and just attacking the day is getting into a mindset of thankfulness and gratitude, number one, for just having the time and opportunity to do this. But by go ahead and sort of flipping the switch and going into like that kind of like game time mode, then you're going to maximize the time of your day. And it's not going to be, waking up like I usually do or I used to do in the past, and you're just spending like an hour to 2 hours, like in your rocking chair, just trying to feel better because you're not a morning person, or at least that's what you've told yourself. I am learning to become a morning person in the process of becoming. And in this process, I've learned that, even making a simple statement like, I am not a morning person, what this is doing, I'm actually making an internal, invisible contract with myself, and my subconscious wants to honor that. It wants to prove me right that I am not a morning person. So I've been really working hard, on my self talk and just how I perceive myself overall. Wow, I really got off on a tangent. I guess since I'm not doing the workout part, I just felt like I could talk and talk and talk. But anyway, I'm gonna make this one kind of a short one because I do want to go inside. I really want to get some coffee. I don't. Oh, I haven't even drank yet. Hang on, we gotta hydrate. I used to drink this as soon as I woke up. Like, as soon as my feet hit the floor, I was drinking this bottle of water. And I notice when I make the videos how thirsty I am, while I'm trying to wait and hang on so I can drink the water in front of the camera. But I might have to, like, make an adjustment because I've been thirsty as hell lately. I almost forgot. I was tripping out on telling everybody how this is the most important thing you can do in the morning, and I didn't do it. So this was day 33. Gonna dedicate this day to Larry Bird, the greatest shit talker of all basketball. The only reason he was so good was because he backed it up. So what we're gonna do, follow the example. Let's talk a big game to ourselves, build ourselves up, and then it's gonna be our job to follow through with the work. But if we can teach ourselves first that we're that guy, then the rest of the world is gonna have to follow suit.